Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Goosebumps HorrorTown playthrough of this new update. We are finally going to be looking at the new level 32, I believe it's 32 unlock, You Can't Scare Me. What's interesting about this one though is that this is going to be our last video for this whole playthrough. I know, it's almost like the Beware the Snowman, how it was just 4 videos, this one's basically the same length. Now, I was originally going to split this up shorter, but I found that each part was actually it's going to go quick, so I figured I might as well just do the whole You Can't Scare Me video all in one shot. So, hopefully this ends up working the way it does, and we're finally going to be taking a look into this, and let's hope everything goes well. I also wanted to apologize on the last part near the end there with my dog Puppers. Barking at the window at the end. She was barking at another dog walking by. The only annoying thing about that, but oh well. It should be okay now. I got them all settled down. So, if you can recall 2 videos ago, what's happening in this part is that Marty has talked to Chuck and Dustin to find a way to get back at Courtney, because Marty's sick of having Courtney being a Mrs. Better than him, especially his last run-in with her now, I guess, boyfriend being well. I don't know, this should be interesting, but let's dive into this story and see what ends up happening in our little horror town, shall we? So, okay guys, I have an idea. I saw this article on the psychology of fear. Wait a minute, you read something? Are we in an alternative universe? Shut it, Dustin. Like I was saying, it was a symbol of a person's fear that can be scary as the real thing. So are you saying we should show Courtney symbols of scary stuff? Yeah, in a way. Let's make some scary items and see how she reacts. Yeah, I'm sure that will go very well. Everyone's afraid of snakes, right? I figured that's a good place to start. I bet if we use some rubber and wire, we can make a pretty convincing snake. I know where there are some old tires. We should use the rubber from them. Great, let's get started. Come on, guys. Obtain some tires too, obtain some metal too, and then craft a fake rubber snake. Now we can do it this way, but so here are the characters that can do the rubber tires. The wires, we'll have them do this here. Yeah. So what's interesting though is the rubber snake. You can do this by having these items being crafted, or you can have Mrs. Dark actually go ahead and make the item yourself. I will show this off later on, but in this part we should probably be getting all the things now. Yeah, here we go. Maybe not. Now maybe we can do it. No, I guess I have to pick. Hey Courtney, do you want to see what I brought for lunch today? I guess I already got them all. Not really, Marty. If something's you would eat, it can't be good. You don't know what you're missing. You'll see. I brought a snake sandwich! I didn't know rubber was one of your 4 food groups. Let me fix that for you. Hey, you can't do that. She tore our snake right in half. Chuck, you can't bring snakes in the cafeteria. Come with me to detention now. Oh, great. Stupid old Mrs. Marr blaming me for the rubber snake, and the whole thing was Marty's idea. I think I had enough of this scare Courtney experience for a while. I got better things to do. I love it. I can't... Has anyone seen Mr. Muffins? I can't find my poor dear cat anywhere. Oh, you mean Garfield. Is that your cat in the tree, Mrs. Marr? Mrs. Marr? Do you want me to get him down for you? Oh, thank you. He wandered off sometimes. You're such a dear for helping. Help Mrs. Marr obtain hair. Oh, good. I'm gonna gain some hair. Apparently her cat is in the library. Or in the school. I don't know where exactly. Now, where is that stupid cat of hers, Mr. Muffins? It exists, by the way. I might as well show this off. He's somewhere here. Where is he? Where is Mr. Muffin? It sucks is that he's a roundabout character, so I want to find out where he is. Where's Garfield? There! Okay, I see him. I see him. There he is. There's Garfield. Look at that cat. Look at that cat. Yeah, that's a cat if I ever did see one. You could see why I said he looked kind of like Garfield there, eh? Anyways, obtain fake hair, which we're getting right now, and then we need some wires. This is probably for the next part we're gonna get here. Yeah, I'm gonna plan a new prank. Middle wires, search for middle wire. Yeah, so basically same thing as usual. Alright, whatever. Alright. Good. Okay. Anyways, let's see my progress with doing this here. Well, I mean, I need to do the volcano, which is going to be my hardest one, so that will be intriguing. And right now, we're on part 3 of 5, so that's good. Right, let's click some of this stuff here. Get this stuff going, and then this should continue off with this next part. Now this next part, I ended up clicking too fast, so what ended up happening was, I skipped 2 scenes. What I ended up doing was, I went slow-mo, took a picture screenshot of the screenshots I missed, and through that I am going to now read the 2 things off before continuing on with the video. Like, you'll understand what I mean. So, coming up here, it's gonna come up right about now. Stu, you're such a dear for helping me. People think Courtney's so great would make me want to barf. I just know Courtney isn't little Miss Perfect she pretends to be. While I keep getting in trouble, she gets to be a hero. But I know she's a 0, and I'm gonna prove it. Yeah. Yeah, that's me shaking because I accidentally click. Okay, so snakes didn't work so well. We just need to find the right animal or object. Maybe a spider. Most girls are afraid of them. Ha! Like you know anything about girls. As if. But, let's try your idea. Since you came up with that concept, you can fabricate a tarantula. What? What are you gonna do to help, then? Supervise you, of course. Ah, yes, just like any other roadside assistant. So, ready to the hair salon, create a fake tarantula, and use hairy tarantula to scare the... I guess I'm trying to... I didn't read that fast enough. Maybe I'll click it again. To scare the fearless. Right, so this is how you make it. You can do it this way, or you can have, as we found, Will can get this item real quick. So that's great. So as you can notice, I'm going to be skipping a lot through. This is the only thing when it comes to these quest lines. I tend to just kind of focus in. Yeah, see? So act vigilant. You can get the tarantula this way. And I might as well show off the other characters as well. So we got this item going on here. Thank you, Conrad, for saying that it was awesome. I'm very proud of that. Hey, Courtney. What has 8 legs and likes to eat little girls? I don't know. Maybe 2 hungry tigers? Or 4 grizzly bears? You tell me. A giant tarantula! Watch out! It's poisonous! Everyone knows tarantulas aren't poisonous. But let me stomp it, Joanna, just to be sure. She smushed my beautiful spider! It's ruined! Dustin, I warned you boys not to bring creatures to the school. You're heading to detention. I'm surprised she didn't do it in much anger with the other guy. Like Chuck. I'm tired of taking the blame for Marty's schemes. I'm cutting out on going to the treehouse. Lucy might be yelling at me, but she'll never let me take the blame for her. Hey, Courtney's at the treehouse too. You've been very helpful with the Many Mysteries Club, Courtney. Why don't you join us? Thanks, just the same, but I'm not really someone who joins things. Maybe sometime in the future. Obtain notebook, monster database, and obtain encrypted folders. Ah, interesting. So we're getting another member to the club. You know, I actually can see Courtney be a valuable member to the club, so that's cool. And lucky for us, we have a character that can produce that monster database without having to craft any items. Where are you? Where are you? Where is that? Where is that crazy old professor? Wait. There he is. Yeah, there he goes. He's gonna have himself a midlife crisis by playing with a toy robot for 4 hours, and he's gonna give me that. So doing this for 4 times will probably give me 4, 8, 12, 16 hours. So that's almost a full day if I keep on coming in every 4 hours. Because if you're taking 8 hours of sleeping, then yeah, speaking of sleeping, there's the signature yawn. I'm sorry. How quick am I here now? Let's see. Yeah, not very progressive as of yet. That kind of sucks, but oh well. This is the last part for this one, by the way, which is interesting. So, quickly to show off, this one's here, getting the Mrs. Dark. She actually does have a quest line that drops the spiders. I didn't know if I noticed this before, but you need this premium building in order to get it. And then, of course, sniffing for clues. This is for the Plague Rut plush. So if you needed those 3 items, you can now have these characters. But they have to have premium stuff, unfortunately, in order to progress. Alright. So this should end up doing it for me. Maybe? Let's see. As soon as things load in. That's the only downside with this. Oh, now there it is. Well, even if you don't join, I'm gonna share all the information we have on the monsters in the town. This folder has a copy of all our research. It may be helpful to you. Thanks, Lucy. You're a good egg. I'll see you around, okay? Oh, eggs. Hints. Ah, juicy hints. Maybe. Egg monster from Mars? We'll find out. Alright, so if my reason of expectation is correct, yes, it's all done. Great. Courtney King's greatest fear is discovered to be the mud monsters. After being lured into the swamps, can she comfort her fear, or her secret weakness? Oh, look, the mud monsters. Gotta love that profile. They certainly look interesting. Wow, there's a lot of information in this folder, Lucy. I didn't know there were this many monsters in this town. Yeah, just because they're monsters doesn't mean they're bad. There's a lot of them, Courtney. Many types and doing many different activities. We've been investigating and recording their locations, activities, and habits. This is pretty impressive, Lucy. Maybe I haven't taken this monster thing seriously. It's almost enough to make me afraid. Oh. Uh-oh. Share investigation notes. Obtain a cyborg sonar. Oh, great. So, at least she's gonna give me that now. But, oh no. We don't have any characters that can help me get this item. I don't think so. Great. Now we're gonna have to craft. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind crafting. It's a fun experience, but sometimes, you know, it's easier if you're a premium player to be like, yeah, let's just skip that. Let's just have characters just get the items for me without having to wait longer. But maybe that's a good thing for waiting longer, because having more experience just kind of makes it worst. Right, so I should now have all the items, so let's see this. Yep, the Fountain of Fear. I finally got all the last piece to the volcano, and here is the item in question. Just like any other statue, it is 12 hours, drops fears. I think it's 40, so, you know, not that bad. So, I guess for now I'm going to put it here just until I can get something put it somewhere good that actually relates to this. Maybe I can hold it off. Maybe I can put it near the fountain area. I'm not sure. I'll figure something out once this area gets more expanded. And if we look down here, just like that, that is a green check mark that symbolizes that we are finally done with this whole chapter, which means all of the sub-chapters are now fully done. The Fountain of Fear, 30 scares for 12 hours, so half a day. Oh, yeah, and here's some more glitch with our 2 favorite premium characters. Brilliant. And the game's loading. It's usually I love it when it freezes like that. Like the phone I have is pretty new. It just for some reason has this weird buffer. So sometimes things load in and out. I guess it's to save on memories for older phones, so I can't. Lucy just gave Courtney something. I'll stay hidden and see what I can find out. Sorry, I'm just jumping in and out. Well, I guess I'll be going, Lucy. Thanks again for the monster database. For the first time, working on my own doesn't seem like the only way. Maybe I'll join your club after all. I hope so, Courtney. We could use your help. But take care. I'll see you later. Dustin, what are you doing looking outside the treehouse? No reason. I just, didn't want to interrupt you. Good save. Alright. Hey, Will, do you know if there were so many monsters around here? Am I the last one to know? Yep, HorrorTown is packed with monsters. But that doesn't scare you, does it? It kinda does now. I'm the one who usually is the think of the baddest thing around. It's another when you learn your surroundings by a horde. I'm sorry that whole thing happened. Don't worry, Courtney. The monsters know they're being watched, so they're trying to keep a low profile. Finish a new prank, obtain hair, more hair, and now getting some plushes. I'm sorry about that weird brain thing going on there. It's not my fault. I had my computer on idle when I was watching this content, and I guess it was long enough that my computer was like, oh, shutting down. And I'm just like, So it ended up shutting down in the worst possible time where dialogue was being concentrated, and then a black screen came up, and you know, so now I have to move my mouse every now and then, so that's great. Well, I'm sure you could have read it yourself too, so I kinda tried. But yeah, it seems like Courtney's slowly starting to not feel comfortable anymore because she realized monsters actually exist. Oh yeah, there's my heart thing I put over there for some reason, so that's great. Nothing says love like swamp. I still have to unlock these areas of land so I can have this road actually not look like crap. Because as of right now, all those people up in the Beware the Snowman area are just locked in there. They can no longer leave because they're stuck on the road. Alright, here we go. I think I need to learn more about the monsters, Will. Is there anything you can tell me? Don't sweat it, Courtney. Like I said, you don't have to be much to be afraid of. Besides, you've shown that you can take care of yourself. Who would mess with you? I guess you're right. Still, I need to learn more before I can feel comfortable around here. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's next. Hey, Marty, I found something about Courtney. She is scared of monsters. Really? But I tried to scare her in the past, and she hasn't acted scared at all. Maybe we're just trying scaring her with a werewolf. Maybe we should just scare her with a werewolf costume. I think that will work. I don't think so. I have a feeling that she won't be scared of that. Oh, that's funny. Why not? I mean, werewolves are pretty scary. No reason. But let's come up with a new idea. Discuss new plans, and now craft the sick plague rat. You know, the sick plague rat plush actually looks pretty cute. it's hard. Anytime you see anything that's a plush, even if it's creepy looking, it's just too adorable. You can't take it seriously. But yeah, it seems like Courtney's kind of like scared, like, oh shit, like, oh, the monsters are here. But the thing is with Will, he kind of, being a good boy, I guess, yeah, let's just define the relationship. Being a good boyfriend, trying to be comforting with her, saying like, yeah, there's monsters, but they're not morons. They know people are watching them, or something is watching them, to be kind of like, keep in line. And they try to live normal lives, right? So, alright, so Wolfbane, you're gonna give me a plush rat. I'm glad he gave me plush rats. And then discuss new plans at Marty's house. Well, if we don't want to try a werewolf, we need to come up with something. We just need to find exactly what monsters really scare Courtney. We can figure out. Well, I think we should try a werewolf first. Drop it with you, will you? I'm trying out your dumb idea. Sheesh. He had nightmares of werewolves. Have you seen anything like a Loch Ness Monster or a Bigfoot around here, Lucy? Well, those are some classic real-life monsters, I must say. There is something like a Bigfoot, yes, and it's quite abominable. But there is something else I'd like you to investigate. Uh-oh. What is it gonna be? What does she want? There's a rumor of unusual sighting of the mud monsters lately. Could you check it out? Uh-oh. Oh, no. This is gonna be awkward. No, definitely not. Just not interested. I have to go. Later, Lucy. Uh-oh, her childhood fear is coming back. That's it! Courtney must be scared of mud monsters. I better tell Marty. Oh, great. And then even Justin hears this. Hatch plan to lure Courtney into the swamp. Yeah. This should be interesting, how this all plays out. Because, from what I remember, the mud monsters, they're like bears. As long as you don't bother them, they're fine, but damn, those mud monsters. God, I can't help not say that. It's just, that's what they're called. It's just the mud monsters. Hold on. Right, and then here's something. Last time I tried to find a picture of her doing an animation of taking pictures. So here she is doing that now. Actually, the mud monsters have very much a dark history with them. It's really fascinating, to say the least. From what I remember, the legends of it is that townspeople got basically flooded, and they ended up going into the mud or sinking in the mud. And then I don't know if this mud monster plan is going to scare Courtney, but let's go on with it one more time. I'll tell Courtney that Lucy needs help by the swamp. Meanwhile, Marty and I will head to the swamp and dress as mud monsters. Oh, just like in the book. Then we wait for her to arrive and spring a trap on her. Maybe this will work after all. Let's get ready. How's this gonna backfire? Courtney, you need to get to the swamp pronto. Lucy needs your help. Come on, let's go. Oh, you look serious. Lucy needs my help. What's going on? She's headed off by herself to investigate some rumors and hasn't come back. What? But she's the one in the place. I don't want to go. What should I do? Lucy has been a good friend to me, but the swamp terrifies me. Why? Your boyfriend lives there. Just thinking of it turns me back into the scared little girl I once was. But I have to go. Kudos to her trying to be brave despite her being scared. There we go. The amalgamated figure. The abomination, I like to call it. And then craft cookies. Great. Oh, great. I need one more plague rat in order to get that. Do I have something that can actually craft the cookies? Oh, wait. No, I don't. Alright. So much for all the items being craftable in the witch area. I guess not right now. There we go. God damn. Ah, I didn't get the rat. Alright, then I guess Doggo has to give me this rat. What I was saying before, though, the swamp monsters, the story of it, apparently, if I can recall, there's a townspeople that got something with them melting into, not melting, but you know, they get sink into the mud, and then because of these mud monsters are implying to be that of the townspeople, so they just want revenge. That's what I'm getting at. Oh, great. That's gonna be interesting to grab. Right, am I done with the cookies now? Alright, here we go. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Wait, what? Wait. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna end up biting the bullet here with this cash thing. I swear, I had a cookie already set up, and for some reason the game just forgot I had it for some reason. So great. I made it to the swamp. Lucy, where are you? I don't see her anywhere, and Dustin had disappeared as well. I better keep looking, even though my legs are telling me to run for home as I get deeper into the swamp. I see where I remember the mud monsters coming out from, right in the heart of the swamp. Gah. Courtney, courage, Courtney. My hands are shaking like leaves, but I'll keep going. Shaking like leaves. Man, where's Courtney going to get here? I hope that dimwit Dustin doesn't mess things up. What in the world are you doing here, stranger? I don't recognize you from around here. Oh, great. The mud monsters are talking like British people. I say, excuse me, sir. Oh, great. So these things talk. That's great. Oh, very funny, Chuck. But where do you get your costume? It looks so realistic. You're not a mud monster. I'm going to get you. I hope it's a real mud monster. It's like my childhood nightmare all over again. Run! Great. Spot the monsters again. Reach a Skiro milestone. Oh, great. I love these Skiro milestones type of deal. Alright, let's spawn the 4 mud monsters, including the big one. Yeah, look at that. Look at that big boy. Holy moly. Where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you going over there? But that's funny though. Like the way these mud monsters just talk casually, but it's like a British person. It's just like, well, it seems like I say, dear chap, it doesn't look like you're one of the mud monsters. Well, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to scare you now. And then they just go it's that comedy of like the monsters just basically talking normal, and then it's just like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to eat you now, and then just be like feral monsters and doing the roars and gag reflexes of what I just did there. You know, I'm curious on what they're going to be doing up in the area. Like, they have this weird kind of, like, town map set up here. I'm wondering what they have in plan. Also, I'm just going to say this right now. For some reason, some games have the ability of having the fog. Like, what happened in November. Apparently, like, there's some areas that have fog, but for some reason, on my game, there is no fog. So I'm wondering if that's like a certain device exclusive. It's not like for Androids. Who knows? Great, so I have to do this now. Give me a sec. This should do it. Yep, there we go. Man, those mud monster guys are fast lightning. You'd think it'd be slow, like mud. Marty, you crossed the line this time. Slap. Ow, that hurt. Why'd you slap me for? That's for lying about Lucy being in danger, you jerk. The slap. Ow, stop hitting me. I didn't mean it. I swear. Ow, somebody help me. It seems as though Marty found someone even scarier than his mud monsters. Ha 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 ha. Great. So that's the end. Oh, that's the ending. But wait, wasn't there another chapter? Wait, is there another chapter? Oh, there is. So wait a minute. I can't believe Dustin would lie like that. I'm so angry right now. So this... Don't worry, Lucy. Dustin was just under Marty's bad influence. He won't do that in his own. Or he wouldn't do that on his own. But he let down the whole Marty Mystery Club. I'm so sorry this happened, Courtney. It's not your fault, Lucy. But there is something you can do. Let me join the Many Mysteries Club. A new member! Oh boy. Story progression. Really? You'll join us after all? That would be wonderful. That's the best news I've gotten all week. We'll have to celebrate. You'll join as a new member. Yay. Yay. Celebrate a new member. Obtain mud vases. 3 of them. And oh my god. Obtain an authority ring. Why? So get a 4-leaf clover. Yep, that's celebrating, all right. Yep, that's some dancing right in front of Carissa's house, and everyone just not caring that you're dancing like that. So I'm gonna have her stay there until I get all these other items here, the ring and the 3 vases. Which is lucky for me, because I'm gonna need the vases anyways to unlock the mud monster thing. I can't believe I have to get the ring. All right, maybe there's an island or a land that needs a black ring. So I can't do that, unfortunately. Now might as well click this. Can't do that. Can't do that. Well, I can do that, but you know, can't do that one. Can't do that. Can't do that one. Okay, so it looks like south of the Fever Swamp is something I'm gonna have to do next. So great, I have to get a passion ring now. Ah, this game, man, this game. Why do you hurt me so much? Hey, we got the Scarometer. Right, so let's just finish this off. She's been dancing here for a while. In front of Clarissa. Oh no, behind it. Hey Marty, you look rough there. How did your operation to scare Courtney go? Dustin, please shut up. Let's never talk about this again. Ever. Huh? Does this mean you were able to scare her after all? Even after I told you what frightens her? No, I guess I shouldn't just give up on scaring Courtney. I can't take all the bad things that happen every time I try. Besides, I am just not brave enough. Did Marty just get scared straight by a mud monster? Haha, that's hilarious. I love this town. Yeah, okay, now it's done. So it looks like they're adding epilogues now. So I like the update. So they added endings to this, or a conclusion to these books. So that's somewhat cool. Right, that's done. Hooray. Oh, cool. So I already got 4 augmentations. That's great. I got the vases, which is not enough. 3 of 8 tarantulas, and okay, that's great. So I can have 2 characters that's grinded out for this, and I should get it in no time. This one would probably be the longest, though, unfortunately, because of materials. But the spider looks like I'm gonna get that real quick. So the plush rat is going to be the last thing I need. And it kind of sucked I had to spend money in order to get the cookies going, but what can you do? You gotta work with what you got. And I'm sure that was one of those things, like with the ring, it's just like, haha, I got you. We wanted you to stay for a little while longer. Makes me wonder what else are they going to add permanently to this town, and what exactly they're going to have near the end of this. So that'll be interesting. Alright. Yay, level 47! I got nothing! Yeah, so only 48, 49, only 3 more levels, and then I am fully maxed out, I guess. I think it's up to level 50 right now. And this should be finally it. There we go. You can't scare me. Here's the plush rats. Alright. Let's put this guy where he belongs, right next to the mud monsters. So people will know not to mess with the mud monsters. Yeah, look at that big arm. And that guy can probably do some good arm wrestling. I'm gonna put it right here. You know, let's put it right there. And just like that, I have completed all the books, all the missions, all of them except for one thing. And that is the stupid towns of building the houses. Yeah, that's it. And after that, I'm pretty much got all the things caught up except for land expansion. So it's going to be simply grinding it out and getting some cash ready for the next update, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be a limited time update, judging by recent events and their other games, like the Snoopy's Town Tales and whatnot. And last year too, which is interesting. So now I guess it comes to speculation of what will probably be coming next year. Or not next year, the next event that we'll be placing here. Now I won't know 100% sure, but I will give you a hint necessarily maybe. As you can see here, this is Amazing Jack pulling a rabbit out of his head. And, not his head, his hat. And I feel like, just like that, Amazing Jack, it's been a year since we've got him, originally. And I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back for this next limited time event with, it's just because the item in behind him, the magic gate, that also seems like it's spawning something, but it's not there yet. My reasoning or my thing or what I think is going to end up happening, and this is my theory, is that it's going to be an Easter event, limited time. And there are a lot of theories on what I can think what they might do. But I feel like they are going to bring back Amazing Jack, but I don't think he's going to be the main focus like he did with his That's No Easter Bunny event. What I think they're going to do is they're going to add another element monster to this thing. The only other Easter-like item they could have done, and I think they're going to add more stories than one. I think this is going to be like what they did with the Valentine's Day, where they're going to have it somewhat themed, but have it be different. So the only thing as of right now that I can think that actually would fit in real nicely with this is the egg monsters. But I think I'll go more into detail with that when it comes to the reveal, the introductions to that. But my theory on what I think might happen is, as of right now, recording, because there's absolutely nothing being said, is that I believe it might be the egg monsters from Mars. Something to do with them, and maybe something else related, or it could be clown related, or like I'll go in more details with my theories and speculations of what it could be before revealing what it is. And what I think it to be the egg monsters for one reason is because the story, it takes place at a birthday party that is also on Easter. And then he finds this egg, which turns out to be this egg monster. So it'll be real intriguing to see what they do. I don't think it might be the egg monsters, but again, your guess is as good as mine. So as of a recording of this, this is around the beginning of April. And if recent histories have taught me anything, we're either going to get something within this week's time or by the latest next week, because it seems like updates now have been always hitting in the middle of the second week of the week, or the second week of the beginning of the month. So in this case, I think next week is when we're definitely going to have an update. But hopefully we'll have some information on what this is going to be sooner than later. Especially since they like to tease what's coming up before then. So it's merely just waiting for them to actually go ahead and tease it. So when they start teasing it, I will do my speculations and then do the reveal. So be on the lookout for that. Most likely the next video is going to be like what happened during the Valentine's Day thing. The prelude or the production to the next one. But anyways, besides that, let's talk about this little update altogether. Overall, I didn't think it was such a bad one. I actually think it was nice that we had 2 items in one. They made it make sense with having it be St. Patrick's Day of sorts. And it's nice that we get more lore with the content with like Chuck and with Lucy and the Mud Monsters, and finally getting Fever Swamp added to the game. But that's about it for now. If you enjoyed the video, let me know down below, and I'll see you next part in this whole series. So until then, have a good one.